What was that?
I'm just, yeah, turning on my GoPro camera here. Film a little bit.
Happy B-Day.
Oh, somebody had a birthday party.
Fun.
So we can go down this one first. This is just a little side passage here. But it's got this face painted here. And this one kind of goes back to a dead end too, but lots of graffiti, old graffiti carved into this one.
AC/DC, obviously old.
Oh, somewhere somebody carved Van Halen, and you know that was in the 80s. Nobody carved Van Halen in there in the last 10 years. So this just comes to a dead end. You can tell by the smell that people are probably peeing back here in this little room, but I'll show you this little room around the corner here. It's kind of cool. This is everybody throws their beer cans back there. That's like a garbage can. And this, I thought that might have gone to something, but seeing that people are using it as a garbage place, I don't think they are, and it is anymore.
Wow.
How did they get that in here? How did that get in here? Like,
Yeah,
how did they even get
way.
that through the hole? Like,
There's no way.
it just blows my mind. Yeah, you can tell people pee back here. It stinks like pee. In fact, there's some fresh stuff right there, probably. Okay, we went down that one. We haven't been down here yet. All right, so this is kind of basically, this one, I've described it in the book actually. It's basically like a ladder. So this is the like the leg of the ladder, and these are the rungs here, and then there's another tunnel on the back side here. So we'll kind of zigzag through them. This is one of those demon carving faces you see sometimes. Kind of cool. And then the ceilings get a little bigger as we go further back here. I think that's an air shaft up there. I believe if you... No, that's the one we were at by the entrance.
Oh, got it.
I wondered that too. Thank you for.
Yep. I've been in here like 4 or 5 times, so I know this one pretty well. So then we'll just loop back through this one and kind of zigzag until we get to the back here. But this one's really big. Like, it is a really big cave.
Huge.
Yeah.
And it's different than the tunnel, like smaller.
Yeah, the ceilings aren't as high.
But still big.
It gets hot. The ceilings get taller towards the back.
I wonder if that's like, if we think about the shape of the hill above us, like just how do they decide? They must core through or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to dig out. I think a lot of these were hand dug, honestly, like, because these were dug out in like the 1800s, you know?
I haven't had time. I will go. Oh, very soon. Because I have more free time. I don't have any set plans this week.
So then we'll loop this one, and then we'll come back around the other side of this sort of center beam here, which is kind of neat. And then there's more back there too. Don't worry, we'll come around on the other side of this in just a minute here. I think, otherwise we'll have to cut back around. I can't remember. Yeah, there you go. Van Halen, right there. Then there's this cool little party room back here. Got the cave monster here. Somebody wrote cave monster and drew that above it. Right. So there's this whole little, yep, little space back here. People chill and party or whatever. I've come back here and Had an absolutely reek of weed before when I've been back here. I'm like, oh, somebody's having a good time.
All the sea lights.
Yep. And then we can cut through this one and go back around because we just came down this tunnel. So go through here. Trying to remember what's. Would you see a bat? Where is he? Oh yeah, oh yeah, there's a couple of them.
There?
Oh yeah, quite a few of them hibernating in here right now. So then you got the back room here. This was actually built up as like a bar at one point, but somebody must have knocked it down. I've seen videos of parties in this back area here. And the ceilings get really high back here too, like they're much higher in this back area. We'll get around to that area eventually. There's a sled there if you want to slide down the sand hill. This is cool. I like this skull right here. That's pretty neat.
Oh, yeah.
This is probably the highest ceiling in the spot right here. It's like walking through liquid, so.
The sledding trail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could.
Snow.
Yeah, I mean, people have literally
Powdery.
hop on that slide and slide down this.
Oh my gosh. Fun.
And then there's, I don't know what that leads to. I've never been up there. I don't know if I've even looked up there. Oh, there's like a crawl tunnel here and a crawl tunnel that goes up to, not much, it's just a little backfilled room up there. You can check it out if you want, but there isn't much to see. And then, where were we? Okay, we came around here. Yeah, so this is one of the, I think this is one of the biggest ones actually. The first time I came in here, I didn't know what I was getting into until I got in here, and I was like, oh my God, this is so big.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how easy it is to find your way around until I figured out how it was designed. And then I was like, oh, this is just like a ladder. This is easy. Like, except for back here, it kind of meanders off into other stuff. So there's a room back here we can check out. I've never been up there. A little bit tight to get into here. And then there's this, and I don't know what that goes back to, but there is a space there and people have tried to go further. Like through there's like a
Oh, yeah.
other area. I've never gone back in there, but
You can get back there too.
yeah, we can go around the other side that we don't have to crawl through there.
Great. So this goes,
Yeah, there's a space back there that leads off to something. I've never checked it out. Abby's gonna go take a look. She's tiny enough.
right.
Is that like a crawl tunnel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looks like an old, like a mine was in here. Like there's like wood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like it's an old wooden structure.
Weird.
But then it just goes, it's a dead end.
Okay.
But like to the left, you can see the remains of like an old wooden structure.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's got to be like 75 degrees in here.
It
It's
is
super warm in here.
Wow, it's warm.
Yeah, it's crazy how warm these things are in the wintertime. I actually just wrote a friend of mine who's also a writer and a guy that I know from TikTok, he's putting together this book that's going to be an anthology of short stories about the end of the world or something, or, you know, and so he asked me to write a story for it. And so what I did was I took the character of Tony from my book and I put him in an alternate universe, and he's hiding out in Tunnel of Terror Cave during a zombie apocalypse,
Oh,
and that's the
fun.
story.
How fun is that? Cool.
I love those stories.
Be a good spot to hide. Especially if you knew your way around that
Well, it'd
water
also be a good
drain
place
or
to get
the whatever.
Okay, so I think there's a little bit more back here. And then we're getting kind of towards the end. Oh, I just wanted to check this out, but it looks like it just goes to a backfilled dead end there. I think. It's hard to tell, but. And then this is the other side of that area. You said, you know, oh, we could crawl through there, but it's actually open on this side. So then it just sort of dead ends here. And it looks like this might have been a way in at some point, because it's clearly concrete that somebody sealed that off with there, like all the way around this whole thing. Worth it though, right?